For Off the Block, I'm Vinny Lopes, and we are now joined by King University men's volleyball head coach Ryan Booher. And Coach, big weekend for you guys coming up. You're battling for first place in the Conference Carolinas, and right now taking on current first place Mount Olive on the road, and then also taking on Barton, another good team. Just how big is this weekend for your program?
It's a pretty big weekend. We haven't been in this spot in a while, and it's nice. It's exciting. Two great teams coming in to play, and it's great to have a chance. I know it's early in the season, but you can make a statement or fall behind a little bit. But it's an exciting weekend.
Yeah. And Coach, you look at your team right now. You guys actually have the second best winning percentage in the country. Really off to a good start at 10-1. What has been the key to your success so far this season?
Leadership within our team and having a lot of experienced players back. We're mostly sophomore, juniors, and seniors. So a lot of guys got to play the last few years and get experience. But the leadership and just them buying in, and we're having fun.
Yeah, well, and talking about some of the players on your team, you have that pretty deadly combination at the pins, with Jeff and A. Can you just talk about their play this season, what they've been able to do?
Spraberry had a great year last year, and Eddie was hurt, and he came back from Michigan, and they've done really well. They sort of anchor us, and then we want to be a balanced offense as we can, so we try to distribute, and our middle has done well on our right sides. So it's great to have everybody sort of buy in, but their leadership and just them having the experience and knowing the big points that we're probably going to have to go to them, that they do a great job.
Yeah. And, last season, you guys finished kind of in the bottom half of the Conference Carolina standings, but had a lot of injuries. Has that been the biggest difference this season, just getting everyone back healthy and in the gym?
A big change. I mean, we had an injury, and then we had somebody decide to leave the program at the last minute that we were counting on, and sort of threw us into a tizzy, and actually had to have a middle play outside most of the year, so it was a difficult transition. They fought hard. We were in about every match, just couldn't finish, and now we've got everybody back and healthy, everybody back in their right positions. It's been a big difference.
Yeah, and Coach, I want to ask you, we talked a little bit about the offense. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about your setter, Nick Drucker. What has he been able to provide your team, not only offensively, but behind the service line this season?
Nick's a very aggressive server, and can get teams out of system and get a lot of aces in the same aspect. And then he has a great mind. He and I talked just a little bit about what we want to do, the game plan, and he runs it, and he distributes. He knows when and where to go, and he does a great job being one of our leaders as well. And but his service, he can roll up 2 or 3 points automatically from that service line.
And now, looking at your upcoming matches this weekend, going on the road to play Barton and Mount Olive, what type of challenges do those two teams pose for you guys this weekend?
Actually, we have them here.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Both teams they're the same as us. They have a lot of experience, really good players. I mean, Mount Olive just had full win ABCA Player of the Week. Well-coached teams. I think I can see both matches going 5 sets and just being highly competitive. I know Barton and us always seem to go 5, and we're right there going 4 and 5 with Mount Olive every time, it seems like. So they present some big challenges, great competition. I feel like throughout our conference, sometimes you just don't know how your team's going to respond, and you're going to get challenged by every team. So.
And, I know it's still early in the season, so probably not every college men's volleyball fan has had an opportunity to see you guys play this season. So how would you describe just the way your team plays for those people tuning in this weekend for the first time to watch you guys?
We play crazy at times, but a lot of energy. Our bench has a lot of fun. We like to spread the ball out. I can't say we live off energy, but I love it when the crowd gets going or the guys get excited. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be competitive. I'll give my guys a lot of credit. They don't quit. They play all the way through. And, it's just a lot of energy. The men's volleyball game is just built that way. And I love that part of the game.
Yeah. And, Coach, I want to ask you a little bit broader question here. You've really been building this program up in Bristol, Tennessee. What's the type of player that you're looking for your program? And what's kind of the sales pitch that you give to the players to get them to come to your program?
You know, I fell in love with the game of volleyball at the age of 15. I want somebody that is passionate about volleyball because it is a grind. There's a lot of practicing, a lot of stuff. So you got to have that love to, continue it. Somebody that also has a volleyball IQ, has played for a little bit, and has some athletic ability, of course. But just somebody that loves the game of volleyball and wants to come and get their education first, and then play the game of volleyball while they're here.
And, looking at the conference as a whole right now, you guys this season, were one of the preseason favorites to win it. Has your team embraced that challenge, or is there a little extra pressure with that? How do you guys view that kind of being one of the preseason favorites?
I think we've embraced it. We were picked in top 3, which is a nice sort of pat on the back for us, and we love that. But we want to prove more. We want to prove that we belong up there. That we are one of the top teams in the conference this season, and we want to try to win it. I mean, we'd like to get to Columbus this year and compete, and that's sort of been the driving goal behind our team. Yeah.
All right, Coach, and one final question, we'll let you go on this, and this is especially coming since, off the block, we're here in Nashville, so how nice was it to have a match between 2 Tennessee teams earlier this week as you guys were able to beat Lincoln Memorial?
It was nice. I know they're a first-year program, and it's nice to get the wins, but it's nice to have the growth of volleyball, especially here in Tennessee, to have a new program to play against. And I'm going to be honest, it was only a midweek game. We only had to go 2 hours up the road, so that was really nice as well, and get back before midnight. But it's great. I'd love to see more programs develop across, especially the Southeast, and just keep growing this game that I love, and I know a lot of people around here love.